Go ahead, Mr. Sonic. Let the people know what MK is collaborating with.
MK is collaborating with Fortnite!
No!
Why were you laughing at that?
It's because you had a little pause after MK said, tell the people what MK is collaborating with, and you go, MK.
Oh, I didn't even realize what I said.
Yo! Ermac from Mortal Kombat is in Mortal Kombat. Yo! Pog!
MK
Pog!
collabing with MK.
It's funny because I've never liked Quan Chi. I've always thought he was an ugly, disgusting little dude, and I thought Shang Tsung was cooler.
Recording.
So I was surprised to find out that one of my buddies, who's we agree on most. Fine, fuck what I was saying. Okay.
I need to time the audio, guys. Just say it. I'm just saying.
Anyway, all I was going to say, long story short, is that I was surprised to learn that some people think Quan Chi is better than Shang Tsung. I did not think that opinion would be common. I thought it would be mostly like, oh, I like Shang Tsung, and every now and then someone goes, oh, I prefer Quan Chi. But I've got a few people like, yeah.
I would guess it would be because during the 3D era up to 9, Shang Tsung was a pretty bland character. Whereas Quan Chi has the more striking design, and Shang Tsung has not much else for him at the time. But now when you look back on it, you're like, well, that's crazy. Shang Tsung's like the best character is because since 11, he's been written like the movie version where he's like one of the best characters in the series. But before that, go back to MK9, he's just kind of bland. And that'll be why.
MK9 makes Shang Tsung such a loser and makes Quan Chi like, it was Quan Chi all along. I came up with the amazing plan, and Shinnok's coming back in the next game. So Quan Chi's like the biggest winner in MK9. So that made people be like, "Oh, respect the Quan Chi. Like, what an amazing villain."
Oh shit! Whoops.
Did you spill something?
I'm good. I hit my coffee with a ferocity. We'll be okay. No, my gamer subs mouse pad. No.
Oh no! I think we're all ready, right? Basically.
I was gonna. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Just like my reputation is stained.
And 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome back to the in-depth Nina Mazursky discussion podcast. Because we have some few updates. You stay there, Snake. Stay. This will just take 3 minutes. This is going to be really fast. We just need to discuss this because some people in the comment section were bringing up some interesting points. So last time we've discussed about this topic, I wanted to bring up something that I didn't really pay attention like when we were talking about this TrueUnderDawg, but I wanted to bring this up now.
I'm so confused.
Your definition about amphibians for Nina Mazursky is because she literally like is a fish person that has like grown legs or something, or like what did you say about that?
No, she's a human that became a fish. She's literally a furry. She's a human with animal qualities. I can't believe we're discussing this again. We're alienating the audience in the first 2 minutes again. What are you doing?
Fine. I'll just cut this topic short. All I'm gonna ask people in the comment section is please discuss whether or not you think she's an amphibian. This might be important later on, but welcome everybody to this special episode of the Combat Kings, because today we're gonna have a very fun and epic debate between the three of us. However, whenever like something that we wanted to try doing ourselves in an episode happens, when MK doesn't have news happening, just all of a sudden we get flood like 3-4 topics that we need to talk about because they just love dropping these things out of nowhere. So let's hurry through these topics before we have the fun stuff happen to us. So the first thing we've got here is there is a new poster of the, supposedly it's going to be called the Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, the sequel to the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie, with our first look at Karl Urban, Johnny Cage on the poster. Okay, next up. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say.
People made entire videos about this, and I just wonder, what are they talking about? Because I haven't watched because whenever I cover like movie news, doesn't do crazy well. I like to sneak movie news in like existing videos sometimes as a fun little mid topic, but I've never made entire videos about, oh, look at this movie poster, especially when it's not a movie poster for the actual movie. It's an in-universe movie poster. So that's kind of funny too.
I actually do wonder if that is going to be like an actual movie poster. That'd be funny if they turn out to actually use
it's
that.
already set up for it, because I'm going to be working on a video going over all of Johnny Cage's movies across all the continuities. Planning to release that around the time the film comes out. Perfect timing, Johnny Cage movie, But so this has actually been helpful because it's added 2 more to the list. But the the thing with it is, I was looking at the bottom, the bottom credits. Oh, is there anything here? Any little jokes and references? That's just normal stuff. Like, here's the people in this movie. Like, here's Karl Urban and Lewis Tan and so on. I think Lewis Tan's like credited like fourth. Like, he's the main character. And
That's
he's, like,
a good sign.
And he's underneath
That's
Johnny
a good
Cage,
sign.
Scorpion, who's barely going to be in it most likely, and Sub-Zero, who died in the last one.
Yeah.
So
that's a good sign.
I know Cole is like, what if we were making a list today of like the 10 worst characters, Cole would probably be on there, to be honest, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like, he's the main character of the films. Like, the actor deserves better than this. Like, it's like when the Sonic movie was like starring James Marsden and Jim Carrey. It's like, what about Ben Schwartz? He's voicing the titular character, but he's not on the poster. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So all that to say, the bottom credits basically mean they could just use it as a poster straight up. Probably not in cinemas, but the place sell it somewhere. You can buy this and hang it on your wall. Which, if they did, I probably would, just because a Johnny Cage movie poster, that's pretty sick. Let's be real.
True. Yeah. That'd be cute. I think as like one of the posters, just have it. Literally, just have that one on it. Essentially,
I am a little curious about how the character will be presented in the movie, though, because Karl Urban, in terms of his age, he feels like he's more suited to the older Johnny from MKX. Obviously, he's not like going grey like Johnny is, but he's look at his face. He doesn't look like the young buck Johnny is at the start of any given timeline.
He doesn't look like he's gonna be shirtless. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder, but there's that, but also, will they, I mean, unless that's a thing later on, like a big reveal, like, it's like CGI'd muscles or something.
Like Deadpool Wolverine when he's just
Hugh
super
Jackman.
jacked and they focus on it. Yeah.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder, will they have some stuff from that? Like, will Cassie already exist just as his daughter and, like, not Sonya's?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If she does exist, I think we would have.
I mean,
I was gonna say we would have known because of the actresses.
I mean, like, as a young kid, like probably around the age of like 12.
That's the way
not as like
you hide it.
She's not gonna rock up as a fighter, obviously. But I wonder, could Cassie already exist? And because he's like a slightly older version of Johnny, who's already partly on his way towards becoming the MKX version.
Yeah.
My prediction is the most we'll get about that, if anything, is he'll be on the phone with somebody and be like, "Yep, love you, Cass. Bye." That's probably the most we'll get. Like,
yeah,
a little like random
that.
Easter egg reference.
Or on the phone being like, listen, what was his ex-wife called in the MK one?
Well, in the loose one, Christina.
Yeah, listen, Christina, I just want to talk to my daughter. Damn it. And
Yeah,
something like that, essentially.
that.
Yeah. I don't think he looks bad. I think in terms of the we're looking for the generic like white male Hollywood kind of a vibe. Like, I think he's got the look. I really do think we're gonna have to see in action if he's got like the Johnny Cage on tattooed. I'm not sure where I'm going with this.
well, yeah, we'll need to see him actually in a trailer, because I'm sure the trailer put a lot of focus on him. It'd be like him showing up going, "I'm Johnny Cage." It'd be really fun if they made like a trailer for one of his movies as a trailer for the film. Like they did one like that for MK9. Like Johnny's trailer was "Fight Dirty" starring Johnny Cage, and it's just clips from the story and gameplay. I want to do something like that. That'd be really cool. But one of the unfortunate things about this being our first look at Johnny is this is not Johnny Cage. This is Johnny Cage's character in this movie. So he's wearing like that outfit. He's wearing like a generic leather jacket, which looks fine, but it doesn't scream Johnny Cage. So really, you kind of have to focus on the face and go, that's all the Johnny Cage we're really getting in this poster. And that's kind of it for now. So we'll have to wait until we get a normal poster that has him on it with everyone else, or an actual trailer. I'm sure there'll be a trailer next.
Unless it's one of those scenarios where he's in the middle of filming and then they're like, "Johnny Cage, we need you in the tournament right now. Portal, what?" And so he has to wear that into the battle and stuff like that. I mean, he literally wore a tuxedo in MK9, like the beginning, right? Yeah. So that could be where he wears. Could be.
So right now in the thumbnail, right now in the poster, he looks like one of the 7 evil exes in a Scott Pilgrim movie.
You mean like
a specific one? You mean
the second one?
Yeah.
God,
leather
Chris
jacket,
Evans.
Sunglasses.
Oh,
Chris Evans
Chris Evans would have been. He would have been such a good Johnny Cage. Like you see him in roles like when he plays a character like Johnny Storm, or when you see him in that Christmas movie with The Rock and stuff like that. He can
Red One? Did you watch that?
Oh yeah, it's actually quite fun.
Wow. Okay, that's fun. So you think he's good as if he was like as a fun like kind of a guy kind of actor?
Yeah, because that's kind of was his forte back in the day. That's the kind of character he would play before he played Captain America. Then now he's getting the more serious roles. But back then he was this like comedy actor playing the douche. I mean, the famous image of like him in, I think he's in Not Another Teen Movie, where he's looking at the picture of himself on the wall, very smug. That kind of guy that works well for Johnny Cage. Like if they had started this MK movie series in the 2000s, there's a decent shot they could have gone for someone like him to play Johnny.
Yeah, now that you especially brought up like him in Fantastic Four, I definitely could see that.
He also has the looks because a lot of the time he has like frosted tips, and that's a very Johnny Cage kind of look.
The only issue, and they brought it up in Deadpool, that is very expensive for Warner Bros.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, and Karl Urban can't be cheap either because he's really popular right now too. But he's nowhere near Chris Evans, I'm sure.
No, yeah. But yeah, I guess we can keep talking about this when we actually get a trailer. But yeah, I'm very excited for this movie. not for because I'm expecting a good movie though, but very excited.
Well, I had a buddy who got an early screening. He said it was great, but then again, that could be early screening like jitters. You know, you get really excited that you saw something early and got the red carpet treatment and all that, so you're like really positive about it. I want to say one thing though. I think the logo looks badass. Like the MK2 logo looks cool. I like it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Has the dragon weaving through it. Looks badass. I'm like, yeah.
It's going to be called Mortal Kombat 2, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be called Mortal Kombat 2. Guys, are you guys excited for Mortal Kombat 2, the sequel to the 95 movie, right? Because that movie's called Mortal Kombat, right? So Mortal Kombat 2, they're finally going to bring back Robin Shrew and all the actors. It's going to be amazing.
No, the obnoxious thing is if the sequel to MK1 is going to be called MK2 as people think it could be. And like those two releasing within a couple of years of each other with the most obnoxious thing they could possibly do.
Yeah, true. Whoever's in charge of titling these things, you are a dummy. You are a big goofy goober. This is terrible. You're not thinking even 2 years ahead. You're not thinking even a little bit ahead. Like, this is hilarious. But.
Just call it Mortal Kombat and add some sort of edgy word as a third. I don't know.
Mortal Kombat. Arcana.
That's Unlimited. I don't know. Arcana.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Arcana. Oh, that's the first one.
That is not going to sell.
Mortal Kombat 2, the tournament begins. Because we still didn't have the tournament in the first one. So.
The tournament begins, I guess. You know what? I kind of like that more
Mortal
than
Kombat,
more than just two.
It has begun.
Oh,
I'm
like, I have a radar here of like, what is it called? That gave me goosebumps, and that was cringe. It's going like this right now. If you called it, it has begun. Excited to see more news about this movie. But next up on the news, we have somebody has found in game, and I don't know if the Hook mod has updated this yet, but apparently there are unique Hara-Kiri animations for every Mortal Kombat character in the game right now.
Yeah. I don't know if we've seen all of them, but like at least some of them are accessible. And I'm thinking
only 2 or 3 characters don't have it, but every character other than that like has it. Like you.
Oh, okay. I watched like the clip from that one guy. Well, yeah, I watched that one guy's clip on Twitter. My bad.
There's like a 2-minute clip. Yeah.
I will say a couple of remarks. One, they overdo one of the Hara-Kiris a lot, which is like, I'm going to do something to my neck. There's a lot of neck slicing. There's a lot of neck cutting, a lot of neck stabbing. Just a lot of neck action going on. But also, I think we're going to get these when the T1000 drops.
Oh, you think? Okay, yeah, you think this is not going to be cut content? Okay.
No, it's still in the game files, and if it's there for every character, why not just add it? What the heck are you doing?
Well, the thing is, though, remember...
Thank God I'm wearing pants. I usually don't on the podcast. Good thing I'm wearing pants today.
You'd have to pay me extra to censor that shit.
Well, the funny thing is, like, Sonic could just censor it and pretend you're just lying about it to cover your ass and go, oh no, dog.
Don't worry, you're totally wearing pants.
Or be better, just put that down there so I win. You know? Got him. Circle game,
what I was going to say was, like, things like Mercy also got, like, removed from the files, but they were there before, so... And also Tag Team was in the files, but then it gets removed. So, is this going to be? Oh, but it also could be like Floyd.
Apples to coconuts,
but then it actually came back. So
yeah, I'm thinking of Floyd. Yeah, I think it's apples to coconuts
likely.
with the Mercies and tag team. I think tag team was just a way to test certain things quickly without having to do a bunch of steps. And I think the same thing for Mercy. I think Mercy was there to test certain things, and then they or just left over from MK11 somehow. Because there are MK11 assets in the game, like the animations for story mode characters and stuff. So, yeah.
And what do you want to say, Snake?
I wonder if it's possible that this stuff was planned for the start of year 3, the same. Well, I guess not year 3, but like the 3rd season, the way that the animalities were added.
KB3.
Yeah. But then maybe this stuff is in here to go with T1000 to be the end of the content, or maybe it's in here for now to get people talking, and then we're not going to hear anything about it until they announce season 3, depending on whether or not the game is dead.
Yeah. Because if you do look at the animations, they are very clearly unfinished. There's no facial expressions. There's no sound. So in that clip you saw, that's like added on sound and stuff like that. And
okay.
So it's really hard to say like how much is just done or if this is literally accidental cut content. There are a couple that are pretty funny. Like Sindel will like and then blow up her head,
which
and stuff.
Again, cribbing on Marvel, that's clearly inspired by Multiverse of Madness.
Do you mean the I forgot his name,
Black
the bolt
Bolt.
guy. Poda Black Bolt. Reptiles is kind of funny. Like he shows his tail and just penetrates his head, and I'm like, damn, I didn't know your tail was that pointy. So you should use that more often as in the combat.
I like Sub-Zero ripping his head off.
Oh yeah, great reference.
And
yeah.
Scorpions was funny because I think because of the costume they were using and how little the video actually shows of it before it starts, I wasn't sure who it was that suddenly turned into a skeleton, but I guess it was Scorpion.
Yes. The video that was shown was like there's a lot of modded skins. You literally see like Kano in there and stuff like that, but it's not. It's like MK11 Kano, so it's a lot of modded like stuff.
Yeah.
I love that Homelander just runs away. He's like, and just flies off. And I think Omni-Man does that too.
One thing I'm thinking about this is, so because obviously there are two explanations we can think of for what this could be. One is that they're straight up bringing back Hara-Kiris from Deception, or the other is this is meant to be like character specific quitalities.
Yeah. Because this isn't as detailed as a fatality. It's a brutality effort, basically.
Yeah, I also I'm thinking, if you're going to bring back Hara-Kiris in this game, the one that is the one that has the cameo characters, wouldn't it make more sense to not have the character kill themselves, but have the cameo character kill them instead? So like instead of just being like, oh, Johnny punches himself in the dick and goes and dies, it could be Janet comes in and hits you in the dick so hard your head flies off, or Scorpion immolates you, or Sub-Zero rips your head off from behind, something like that. Just it would make more sense to kind of. I know cameo's been downgraded a lot recently. We've not gotten any this season, but it really does feel very defeatist to just not do anything with them and just almost kind of say, no, we're just kind of almost pushing it back into a single player format through neglect.
It would have been way smarter, in hindsight to do that. I think they're most likely. I mean, I don't think they're going to put literal Hara-Kiris in where you can interrupt the opponent's fatality, because that takes some of the fun away from winning the match. And I don't think they want to do that. So it most likely is the first idea you had, where it's just a fatality, but more unique. And if that's the case, it'd be fun to bring them back. I think the only reason they would add them for the T1000, I'm just now thinking this, is if you did have to grind for them, or possibly if they even charged for them, which would suck. But that's the only reason to bring it back. Because otherwise, like, why would it be that hype? It wouldn't be a big selling point. Like, oh, Hara-Kiris are in the game now, but they're just quitalities, because you would never get to see it. As the person who has it, you'd never get to see the fatality.
Yeah, I guarantee this will not be paid content, because at this point in the game's life cycle, they need some kind of... they can't risk the game's reputation going down any further. And if these were like fully fleshed out animations like they were in Deception, with like proper camera angles and everything, then I could see it, because the effort that goes into it here is literally just Sub-Zero just goes... Like that's not worth paying for.
Very basic.
If it was like he does it and it's like, and there's like the camera animation, the opponent's like, oh, whoa, crazy, maybe, but it's literally just like a 3-second animation. It's like charging for brutalities. You don't do that.
Well, I was about to bring that up. they didn't charge real money, but you had to buy the use the seasonal coins for the new brutalities. That's the only way I could see them getting them unlocked is the in-game currency, basically. Which I still don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's just going to be free.
Yeah. That would only be worth it if you could actually see them yourself, like Snake was saying, and it's like the camera angles are good and all that, because then you can see yourself do the input. But even then, like, I feel like it would just be a dumb thing to add, because imagine you win and they just take the victory away from you, because of course they're going to be faster to do the input than you are, because they're like waiting to die when a combo's happening, and you have to like instantly go from combo to the input. So I think unless like it randomly puts an input on screen for the loser and they have to like do it really fast, like a brand new input, and like they don't know what it's going to be, then they're going to win every time. But
weird suggestion. What if you can do the Hara-Kiri when you win the match? You do the Hara-Kiri yourself just because, but you still win if you do that.
Kind of funny. That was the one nice thing about Friendship, is it gave you a finisher that like didn't make the opponent rage.
It's a different kind of rage, but
finisher.
Yeah.
And it was friendly for YouTube too. You literally could not do a fatality, and my viewers got mad. Like, he never does fatalities, and it's like, well, because YouTube will demonetize me. But then with Friendships, I could actually dun 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 dun. I do a little ender dun dun dun.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, the jingle is nice.
Yeah, I miss it.
But yeah, either way,
Snake.
it's a cute.
I didn't cut you off.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Snake. Did you want to say something?
Well, I do think that it. As far as like full-blown Hara-Kiris, if they're going to bring it back, they'd probably wait for the next game and maybe like tie it into to a cameo system or a tag system, because each game since NetherRealm formed has brought back one classic alternate finisher. MK9 was Babalities, X was Brutalities, which was so successful they've stuck around. 11 had Friendships. This game had Animalities. Next, all there really is then is Hara-Kiris or Mortalities, and both could work very well with a cameo or tag system. So I could see them doing something like that.
Yeah, true. There's 3 outcomes. 1, nothing's going to happen. 2, we're going to get these. And 3, we're going to get these and they're going to be paid and everyone's going to hate it. Which, pretty sure that's not going to happen.
No, I could see them putting it in the seasonal store, though, just because one of the reasons to put Brutalities there is because for people who've done all the seasons and got all the stuff in the stores previously, there's nothing there. There's nothing there to get with your seasonal credits anymore, whereas these things are just available all the time. So I'm only missing like the newest one for Conan. I've got all the rest from like the last season. So
nice.
So then, but next season I would have nothing to get with the credits because I've already got everything from Cryomancer last time. So they could put something new in the store like that and go, well, here's little Hara-Kiri animations. Just as a little thing, just to give you something to spend your infinite credits on, because at a certain point in this game, money is worthless except real money. All the fake MK money's garbage, worthless, pointless. Nothing new in the shrine in like 6 months.
Put it in the shrine.
Yeah,
put it in there.
That's why
put
it's
all
like
the Hara-Kiris in there.
The value of seasonal coins are better because they reset every season, which is actually fucking dumb. NRS, like it really is, but. The gold, those gold coins, like I have like 200,000 of them now around, just sitting there being like, I can pull 200 if you let me, NRS. Can we do something with that coins? Gold coins?
They should let you buy the premium currency with it. And I know that people would say, well, they're not going to do that. But if you're spending so much time playing the game, like hundreds of hours, there's no reason not to go, well, you can have some of the seasonal money. It costs a lot with the in-game currency because you get it very easily. But at least be like, 200,000 for like 200 Dragon Credit, something like that. Like just something just so you can
I see.
some currency so you can get some stuff.
Yeah.
Just reward people who actually play the game and not people who buy stuff with real money.
And here comes our obligatory. In Marvel Rivals, you can actually play the game and get the blue currency to buy real money things sometimes. And Fortnite, you can get V-Bucks.
It just takes a lot. It just takes a lot.
Yes, absolutely.
Those are like $20 costumes in that game. They're pricey, but yeah.
You can get like $10 of money each season, if I'm not mistaken. Like the amount from the missions, which is still something.
Yeah, and the game's free, so it has that like it has that concept of if you spend $60, then you still haven't, like, you're still even because you haven't paid for the game. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Granted, I will give MK a nice thing because you can get Dragon Crystals by like leveling your character up and the Towers of Time shenanigans. So there is way to get real money in the game. For some fighting games, you can't. So at least there's that. So I'll give them that.
Yeah, careful, Sonic. Careful, you work for NetherRealm now because you brought that up, and now you work for NetherRealm.
I'm so sorry.
Dang, man, they got you. That easy. You look, oh my God, it's right there. The employee contract just appeared in your room. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
It's right there. Oh man.
Guys, I'm so sorry. This is not intentional. Oh fuck, my NRS talking points. Just kidding. This is the Nina Mazursky talking points.
The fact you just already had it ready to go is enough to make me laugh. Like, you had a contract just right there for a piece of paper. That's funny. Yeah. That had me laugh pretty hard. Then I laughed so hard my headphones fell off. I had to like reposition them.
Nice.
That's true. If anybody watches the replay on the podcast, you'll see that they almost fell off. I had one more thing I was going to mention, but I totally forgot. Oh yeah, also the stages are free, at least in Mortal Kombat 1. It's not a huge bar.
Yeah.
Every stage is charging for them. There you go. Yeah, they're free. So.
Do they actually charge it in Street Fighter 6?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never knew that.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Hey, W.
Show!
That said, it's actually an L for me. It's an L for me because I actually play the other games, unlike some people who are on this podcast right now. Actually,
we've all played it. We've all played it at this point. Okay,
right?
We've all played it.
Huh? Yeah,
we've all played it at this point.
Yeah, I know. I just got like 100 hours over in both, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, it sucks for everybody to having to pay for stages. I can't believe that in this modern day, we should not be paying for stages, for Pete's sake, especially when they're just a visual thing and not even a functionality anymore. Then again, if Street Fighter 6 is using these stages to pay for the pro competition like they were with 5, then all is forgiven because that was dope. That was a clever way to raise money. But otherwise, no. Come on. Come on, do better. You've got to do better, developers. Okay.
All right, so that's a little short.
Anyone catch that?
A little short. Mortal Kombat 1 news there. And now for the big thing that happened like literally like a week ago, basically. We have been channeling our hopes and dreams, and on this podcast, we have said, Mortal Kombat, please collab with something. Please collab with another game. Literally just a couple episodes ago, I was like, remember what I said? I said I feel it in my guts. I literally feel that we're going to get some sort of Mortal Kombat collab this year. It could be Multiverses or it could be Fortnite. I specifically did say that. What are you going to say, Snake?
Because for those who haven't really thought about it too much, in the Midway era, MK characters popped up in everything. They're in Unreal Championship 2, they're in PsyOps, they're in NBA games and shit. Since the shift over to Warner Bros. And NetherRealm, the only games to feature MK characters are MK itself,
of course,
the two Injustice games made by NetherRealm, and I believe Kano was in Arkham City Lockdown on the mobile, which was also a NetherRealm game. That's it.
Okay.
They're not in Multiverses. They're not in Smash. They're not in Fortnite. All these prime opportunities to do some kind of collaboration. It's not in anything, and so it can't be a case of they don't want MK. It's like MK's like the biggest fighting franchise in the West. They'd be fools to not try and acknowledge this franchise. So it must be an MK thing. But then you look at other stuff, like it's not as common, but you do get MK showing up in Creature Commandos. Characters play it. Characters play it in Shazam, Legends of Tomorrow, and then you have like Goro showing up in the background in Ready Player One. So for the movies, it seems to be Warner Bros. Has total control, whereas NetherRealm seems to have full control for the game stuff. So who at NetherRealm is being weird about it and saying, no, we don't want them in anything else. We're very protective of our IP, which is why we're running it into the ground with dog shit decisions. But it's like, what? So yeah, it's really weird that there hasn't been anything. But now there is one. Go ahead, Mr. Sonic. Let the people know what MK is collaborating with.
MK is collaborating with Fortnite! Whoa, why are we laughing at that?
It's because you had a little pause after MK said, tell the people what MK is collaborating with, and you go, MK.
Oh, I didn't even realize what I said.
Yo,
oh yeah, I did pause.
Ermac from Mortal Kombat is in Mortal Kombat. Yo, Pog.
With MK. What I find awesome is because we have brought up like MK should be in Fortnite. TrueUnderDawg, I think you complain about this like 4 or 5 times a year. You bring up Fortnite was about to bring in Mortal Kombat into the collab, but no, they don't. And now we're gonna bring up there's Peter Griffin, there's Kratos, there's all these really R-rated characters.
Leatherface.
But Mortal Kombat can't work. Leatherface came last year. Yep. He's actually currently in the shop if you want to buy him. But
his chainsaw
finally,
slide looks really fun. I'm not gonna lie. I was researching that for a video I made yesterday, which will go live today at noon. And I talk about that. And I also mentioned what you're talking about, how it was going to be in the game earlier, because you see the uppercut, fatality reference and all that. But I couldn't find that original trailer. I could only find a YouTube short talking about it. I was like, where is that original trailer?
I could have helped you with that.
Yeah,
look. Here's the thing, though. Coming out of here we go. This is my Fortnite coming out of the closet moment here. I am actually a pretty diehard Fortnite fan, so I could have helped you out with a lot of those things. I know exactly the trailer that you want to look for, by the way, TrueUnderDawg. And yeah, so whatever we're gonna chat about here, I could help out with a lot. I may or may not have 1,000 hours in this game in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So
it's fair.
But I'm actually kind of excited to see that video that you're talking about, TrueUnderDawg.
I will say that's the right amount to spend if you have to download that dang thing. It's huge. Go ahead, Snake.
I was saying because Mr. Sonic is such a big Fortnite fan that he and friend of the show, Babe Ruthless, also managed to rope me into it. And so now I'm a Fortnite person too. However, sadly, everyone I play with has the Solid Snake skin. I can't get it because it was only in the Battle Pass 3 years ago.
Hey! You have the Raiden skin from Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't have that. That's awesome, man. Wow! Yay!
And that game has actual FOMO, right? Where if you miss it, you just miss it. You can't get it again.
Yes.
They must be fixing that with stuff from a couple seasons back is going to start being in the store later, I believe. But anything
they
before that, no.
That.
So I guess we'll just say straight up, this is the character they're putting in Fortnite. Mr. Subby Z. And even basically looks like this. You've got the wings and everything. It's not as pronounced as it is in 11. Sorry, in M1K.
Yeah.
So this is the character they're putting in Mr. Sub-Zero, except even though
Wait, how did you already have his Fortnite pickaxe already? Damn, that's so fast.
But yeah, so he's been put in. Funny thing, even though it's UMK3 classic Sub-Zero, who is obviously Bihan, he has the sky. You can just about see if you zoom in. So it's Kuai Liang.
So it's Kuai Liang. Yes.
Which is, I guess, just an excuse to have an unmasked costume as well, which should make him look more like the MK9 rendition of the MK3 costume, which looked like this. Because in actual MK3 costume, this is Burr, but in MK9 it's not because it was built off of the other ninja costumes, I guess. So
do you think if they add the bonus okay, so to clarify some things, because some people here might not really know about Fortnite, and I can't explain it anymore because he's leaving.
just carry on.
All right. Well, what I was gonna say was basically.
Can you guess? Can you guys guess which of the three of us doesn't play Fortnite?
Although don't worry, because he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
now that the cat's out of the bag, we've tried getting TrueUnderDawg to play with us a couple of times, but he does usually not have time, or I honestly don't think he's too interested.
Yeah.
But now that there literally is MK content in the game, I'm gonna do a Nicolas Cage, you have to do it,
and you have to do it.
Yes, so he has to for content reasons, and also it'd be fun just for the three of us to get to play it. It'd be very nice.
Honestly, yes, that's actually one of the biggest things I want to do in the next one video basically is just get the three of us to play with a bunch of homemade Mortal Kombat skins we can use and whatnot. And stuff.
Because until now we've had to make do with other stuff here's a guy the martial arts guy, the old martial arts master. He kind of looks like Shujinko. Here's a character.
Shifu.
Here's a character, ironically called Jade, who has a blue palette where she just looks like Katana. Oh, what's this? Metal fans with blades on as a weapon that's just been added in the game this season for the Japan theme. Hell yeah! Now I can make players makeshift Katana before they inevitably add her to the game. I mean, she's top 5 first ones to always put in. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Katana, and
Melina.
Depends on whether you're focused on a gender ratio. Then it will be Melina or Sonya. Otherwise, it'd probably be Liu Kang.
That's an interesting thing I want to bring up.
Or Johnny Cage.
I want to bring this up. I was gonna bring this up later on, but obviously we're gonna have like different. By the way, Sub-Zero and Scorpion are gonna be in this new
Yes,
MK update. Just FYI.
They've only shown Sub-Zero, but it has been basically leaked that Scorpion will be there. And if some people go, "Oh, I don't want to hear the leaks," guys, come on. Obviously, he's going to be in there. He's obviously going to be in the store. Sub-Zero's Battle Pass.
Well, there were weird cases where sometimes characters like the secondary character shows up, and then it's like a couple months later before like the main one shows up. I think like Spider-Gwen was first in the game, but then it's like half a year later did Miles Morales like show up in the game. So we were like, okay.
There is the fear that Sub-Zero will only show up like 2 months from now, like midway through the season, like Godzilla.
And it's most likely going to be that, just so you guys know. Just have prepare yourself.
Yeah.
But could you imagine they're like, oh, by the way, if you play a Sub-Zero for like 10 hours, you get a 10% discount on Mortal Kombat 1.
It's going to just like pop up like those ads in your Mortal Kombat game. Conan's available to purchase now. It's like, shut up, I have them.
I mean, the perfect thing would be to actually just have like a Fortnite character costume in MK. Like take that Jade character, make her as a costume for Kitana, but I don't think Fortnite wants to be associated with something that violent. All the violence in Fortnite is toned down. I mean, they even took out like proper real guns for the Nerf equivalents. So
I'm not entirely sure if like Oh, actually, yeah. Anyways,
yeah.
The only thing Fortnite allows that's adult is butts. It allows butts. That's about it.
Very nice.
Oh yeah,
butts,
very wide.
Fair.
Very wide. Anyways,
and I mean, that's why it's funny, like seeing. I forget what website it is, but I think it might have been Eurogamer was being like, Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter is now going to be possible in Fortnite.
Yes, that's a really funny thing. It's like finally, like MK can collab with other games and stuff like that because of this.
If they are smart, they'll bring back some Street Fighter characters alongside the MK characters, so so people can really go into that, because people are going to want that. They're going to go, oh yeah, MK characters are in this season. I'm going to get me a Ryu costume, and I'm going to go and beat up Sub-Zero NP. Hopefully, Sub-Zero will be an NPC in the map.
I want that, definitely. Yeah, I want to see what he says.
So it's confirmed that you can there'll be a special weapon for him. That's like got uppercuts and whatnot. So obviously. So it probably
ice sliding and uppercutting.
Probably the dragon medallion, you pick it up and that's what gives you the abilities or something like that.
They said it's like ice gauntlets, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't always necessarily mean that the character is going to be like the first season I was in. The bosses were Doctor Doom, Emma Frost, and Mysterio. But they also had like Captain America shield, Iron Man gauntlet, stuff like that, War Machine stuff. So I wonder, could Sub-Zero be a boss this season?
I never thought about that. You make an interesting point. Defeat Sub-Zero to get his medallion
like,
or something.
Like you just go to the top of like an icy mountain and he's just there. There's like a couple of Lin Kuei props in there, like the statue from MKX or something, and he's just there, and then you just fight him to like some MK music. That'd be just great.
There's also a gameplay trailer coming soon too, right? So we're gonna see like Scorpion revealed there, I'm guessing. And then we'll get to see his moves too.
Oh, what would be perfect, what would be really good would be if they put the bridge from the pit somewhere in the map.
Dude,
you don't have to have the spikes, but I'm just thinking, how cool would it be?
No, have the spikes. Why not?
Like here, it
goes fall on it and do the dumb die animation, but still.
Like it goes between two mountains or something. So you have to climb up one of the mountains to get on it, and in the middle you'll find like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, maybe even Reptile, depending on what the color palettes are option. And then you fight them. But the whole point is you're on this narrow bridge in a 3D space. It's very easy to get knocked off and killed. So if you're going to go in, you best damn be ready. Make sure you're prepared to gun this man down.
Get some mobility items, so if you drop down, you can just like.
But be careful with them. You don't want to like use a mobility item and just like launch yourself off the edge. So you have
launch him off the edge.
Imagine you go to hit him with something like a melee, and he does the ice clone. You're just frozen there, and then he teabags you before uppercutting you into the pit.
Oh my goodness, you can teabag in this game too. So
I don't know how the creative modes in that, where you can make your own islands and stuff. I don't know how in depth that is. Someone needs to make a Shang Tsung's island where that's all MK focused somehow.
It is. Some people can really do impressive in-depth things in that mode. In fact, there are I think there's like some people who made like beat 'em up modes and like TMNT like beat 'em up type style and like changes the art style to 2D and what. It's like what the this isn't Fortnite. Some of the creator maps are like insane. So not impossible.
So someone make an MK or just like a broadly fighting game thing. Even if it's just as simple as here's just like a Dragon Ball Z stadium arena where people can just go in and fight each other and have makeshift tournaments. Something as basic as that. Please do it, because that would be so cool.
So in terms of like, because the characters, they don't just come with the characters, they come with like cosmetics when they come into Fortnite and stuff like that. And the Force Snake made a lovely video trying to do some predictions as to what we can expect for the cosmetics for Sub-Zero and like Scorpion and stuff like that. So go check that out.
As a relative noob, someone who isn't that noob, someone who is not super in depth on how everything works. So Sonic, do you have your own little theories about anything we might be getting, like cosmetics and whatnot?
I do think, because you did bring up like his back bling, his pickaxe, and all that kind of jazz. I did want to kind of like chime in on some, because I feel like an emo would be very cool, like for Sub-Zero. Scorpion, I thought Scorpion was gonna get like a get over here emo and stuff like that, but at this point, because that's gonna be as mythic, you're gonna be able to use that weapon, and it's gonna say get over here every time when you pull someone in. Congratulations, Ed Boon, also being into Fortnite too.
Although.
Oh
yeah, that's it. Ed Boon's going to be a voice actor in Fortnite. That means technically that's the second Scorpion voice actor in Fortnite, because your favourite lizard boy with the pop collar is voiced by Daisuke Tsuji, Scorpion from the current game, which is very funny.
There you go.
Thunder is voiced by him, so that's my only redeeming factor of Mortal Kombat 1 Scorpion is voiced by Thunder for Fortnite.
Scorpion better have an emote where he pulls off and shows his skull face and just breathes fire.
Yeah, but that's one theory what it could be, because like, some characters have unique taunts. Like Xenomorph has one where he's just like and opens his mouth and the inner mouth comes out. Only he can do that. It's baked in, and sometimes they're baked into weapon like pickaxes and stuff like that. So
I'll explain something here. There are emotes specifically for characters to transform the characters sometimes.
For example,
so
Venom. Eddie Brock can just become Venom. So that's an emote that switched in between forms. So in theory,
Venom was in Fortnite.
Oh, there's like
there's like 3 versions of Venom too.
There's comic, movie, and She-Venom.
Yes. Yes.
I was tempted
so most
to buy
likely.
But there were rumors of MK and Devil May Cry and Yakuza, so I'm like, I'm gonna hold off and
Tekken. So now we can have Street Fighter versus Tekken versus Mortal Kombat. Bruh. But most likely, I think you're going to be correct about there being an emo about Scorpion taking off the mask and revealing the skull.
Yeah.
But instead of it just being an emo, that's a transformation. So he's going to stick like that. And then maybe he'll be able to put it back on and going back to default.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like...
Hell, maybe that's what they'll do with Sub-Zero.
Oh my gosh.
Sub-Zero might do this.
Like an emo for Sub-Zero?
Yeah. Or alternatively, it could be that it's one that I know it's quite long, but it could be one that turns him into Noob Saibot.
So my idea for an emo is just simple as like he makes like a snowman, and then he like pulls the head off like he's like spine ripping and stuff like that. But it's like a really family friendly fatality basically. That would be my idea.
What do you think the glider is going to be? Because I saw some adorable fan art where Raiden
was about
flying Sub-Zero around.
That up because our Umphy here, our OOMF, drew this fan art of like what Sub-Zero's glider could be.
The cheeks.
And what the great thing is, Mila Wanda's art here actually got retweeted by Ed Boon himself. So it's like, oh, congratulations.
I adore that both have the Fortnite ass. I love that. Yep.
But also, here's the funniest thing. That glider is not the most impossible thing in the game. It's like, haha, Raiden doing Reichi Mabale as like he's flying. That'd be silly, but like, there's an E Honda glider in the game, by the way.
Yep.
So it's not impossible. Just so you guys know.
Just last month, the end of last month when they started making the Godzilla available, Mothra is his glider.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's what gives me hope that one day we might get Tails from Sonic as a glider. That would be the best one.
That'd be so good. Oh, that's so fitting. You could just do that, and the sound effect.
Yeah. All I can think of for MK is either like just a normal glider with the dragon logo on it, or like an actual dragon shows up to fly around, like an Elder God Golden Dragon. I mean, they have done dragons in the past, like I said in the video. Because there's not. I mean, imagine Nitara makes it in as a glider.
She just has the wings and flies down.
Sindel. Sindel, yeah, hold on to like her ankle or something. She's like floating you down. Or Ermac shows up. If they've got the ninja model, here's Ermac coming down like telekinesis, like floating you down.
Yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed for Sub-Zero, not for Scorpion, but like in the battle passes, a character will have a lot of associated things with the character. So you saw like Godzilla, he has like emote, glider, pickaxe, back bling. So it's gonna be Sub-Zero is definitely gonna get a glider for sure. Whether he gets an emote is most likely, I would say. Like he's probably gonna get like almost everything. Scorpion, probably just a back bling and a pickaxe. I don't think he's going to get like a glider. So maybe the MK like glider will be like the logo idea will be for Sub-Zero, but yeah, someone even brought up obscure things like, oh, well, maybe he can summon the dragon from his arcade ending at MKX or something.
That'd be badass. That's what I was thinking too, like ice dragons, but it's too much of a out there reference, I think. Yeah.
Now you say that, but sometimes Fortnite really goes out their ways to do the weirdest, most out there like references. So for like Godzilla in this recent collab, a lot of his items and a lot of like references are straight up just from Godzilla X Kong, like the Mothra,
the axe.
I think like even like Mecha Godzilla is straight up from Godzilla vs Kong. So that's more like recent collaborations. However, for a pretty funny one here, now they a year ago, they added Darth Maul into the game. And the funny thing is, there's a meme going around in Fortnite where people just really want a lightsaber pickaxe into the game. Please add a lightsaber pickaxe. We want a lightsaber pickaxe. But Fortnite is always just like, no, we're not adding a pickaxe because the lightsaber is literally an item in the game, and it can like let you use the Force, let you double jump and shenanigans. So we're not gonna add a pickaxe for like a lightsaber pickaxe.
Confusing. It'd be too confusing for players. Yeah. Okay.
But some people just don't care. They just want the cosmetic. And for Darth Maul, I'd be like, oh, like just give him a pickaxe. They gave him this thing for Darth Maul, and people are like, huh?
Is that a Morian axe?
That is like he uses this in the comic. It's called like the pole axe.
Well, that's just the name of the weapon in general. But yeah, I got you.
Like, yes, they straight up pull something that was shown in, like, the Clone Wars, like, comics, just to find a pickaxe that isn't a lightsaber for Darth Maul, but he did use that.
Nice.
So sometimes they go very obscure just to find something for the character. So, like, I wouldn't be shocked, because obviously Sub-Zero is going to hold, like, an ice, like, sword or something, but he might hold his weapon from Deception. Like, that's how obscure they could go with him and stuff like that.
That would be my preference, because it has such a distinctive design compared to, like, any other weapon he's used. Like, these ice swords now are just a sword. It's very basic design. It looks like this, basically. And while that's fine, it just isn't as distinctive as the Kori blade was. So, but I could imagine them going axe, just because Scorpion's going to get his two swords, obviously. So they might want to go...
absolutely.
Might want to distinguish the two, so Sub-Zero gets an axe, Scorpion gets... that. Alternatively, I think some characters get like boxing gloves or stuff like that.
Yes,
ideally, ice arms could be a cool one for Sub-Zero.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. That'd be cool. Yes, like yeah, some punching gloves. But yeah, we can gush about Fortnite shenanigans because by the time we're recording this, it's not out yet. The update, the trailers, we don't know anything. We're just speculating essentially, but. Probably next episode we're gonna go more in depth with this when we've all have more experience in this game and stuff like that. But also,
gun. They got me. My only excuse not to play it is gone now.
It's gone. Sorry, dog. Sorry.
It's also very funny because like the other characters they showed off, there are no other collaboration characters showing off. For the battle pass, they're all original. And one of them, someone pointed out, is a lady with white hair, black top, like red leggings, and it's like it's Edelgard's colour scheme. So it's like, even if I hadn't been playing Fortnite before now, this would have got me. I would have had no choice. I'd be like, you know what, I'm in. It's my time. It's my time.
It's time to shine. It's my fucking time too. I've been playing Fortnite like 3 years ago. it started off just being like, oh, they had a zero build. Let me just try this out. And eventually, I'm just like, yo, what if they do a collaboration with Mortal Kombat? And then I'm already like kind of good in Fortnite, and I have like these funny skins and stuff like that. So let me just start keep playing. Then we start spending money.
Could you?
And then 3 years later, I'm like, finally, I can make the Mortal Kombat X Fortnite video. My tens and thousands of V-Bucks can be worth it now. Yes.
Just imagine some big MK tuber like History Behind the Warrior or Uncaged Games or someone. They're like,
fun fact, there's like 3 or 4 of them that are gonna play it now. I think Super is like, I'm gonna try it Fortnite now.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. Is like, imagine one of the big ones is like, so we're going to put together like a fun evening where a bunch of us MK tubers get together and play Fortnite, try out the characters, and then they invite Dog and they invite Sonic. Not me, obviously, they wouldn't do that. But then they're all like, yeah, we're going to play the game and see what it's like, and then they all get fucking bodied by Sonic because he has experience with the game.
Me? Not that good.
No, but you have the experience then. It's like because you're like the one MK tuber who played the game before MK made it in. You're just like wrecking house.
There are a couple of other ones, but yeah.
And so like, they're like, yeah, I'm Sub-Zero, yeah, wicked, and then you just.
Although unironically, I say I'm not good at Fortnite, but I have reached Unreal for the first time this season.
I saw you're just like casually bragging about that. Hashtag humble brag on Twitter.
Like, casually bragging. That shit took me 3 months just to like fucking get that. I almost lost my mind like a couple weeks ago. I just got it. I'm like, finally, fuck this shit. That's fucking highest rank in this game.
You see like 300k subs MK tuber swinging his pickaxe at nothing because he's so new at the game, and suddenly, some scaly skin. Default dance.
Are you doing the default dance? If this is more like realistic, I would like what is it called? I will like jump up, Shunga pump SMG down, and then start doing like the gritty.
It's like they think they're so cool because they're playing Sub-Zero. I'm Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, then they just get dunked on and like default danced down by some random scaly. How fucking embarrassing would that be for them?
I'll do the Hatsune Miku dance on him, like why not? Or something.
Yes, you do that, like that video where like 3 Hatsune Mikus like down someone and corner them under under some stairs and start dancing like to cage them in.
Hang on a second. I think I may have. Let me see if I saved this video. Okay, yeah, I'll send this video. I wasn't gonna send this, but since you reminded me. Let me just bring it up. So, this is me playing with my friends like a couple weeks ago. Just watch it.
Wait, was that Godzilla executing them while they were down?
It's me as Mecha Godzilla. I came up with that idea, and we just started like laughing so hard. And the funniest thing is that this team like still survived, and we saw them later on. We just killed them again. It's like, oh no, we feel so bad for them.
And for the people who were like, I don't care about the current season, all this weeb shit, get it out of here. You can currently, with like normal money, buy comic and Dark Knight movie Batman as a set. So you can play Batman with a gun. You know, if you're like, yo, I want to play Batman characters with guns, and Suicide Squad was just not your thing, which it's no one's thing. You can just play Batman while you're saving up to get Sub-Zero and Scorpion and whatnot. So you have options. There's no reason not to try Fortnite today. Please, Fortnite, give me a creator code.
Link in the comment section. Like sponsored by. I have heard this one quote that someone, like a YouTuber, said. It was like, because Fortnite back in the day was like, oh, Fortnite le cringe, like haha, like kids game. But I think someone did say at this point, it's kind of like you can't afford to like hate on Fortnite with this amount of like crazy collabs in it. Like playing as Peter Griffin, like downing like a Halo character while Ariana Grande sings like Dua Lipa songs next to you and shit. It's like the amount of collabs they have gotten in is kind of insane and really fun, honestly.
Oh, you know what Scorpion's emote should be? It should be his friendship from MK11. You know when he pulls in the teddy bear? But it's like you have him stand there with his stance, and then someone goes up and like joins the emote, and he goes, "Get over here!" and like hugs them.
I would love that. Honestly.
Yeah, get a little huggy.
Because
I just realized
they do have like dual emotes. Like Baymax has the one where he does that. Then you do the fifth one, he goes bad la la la. And if you're playing as Baymax, he'll do the voice line too. It's like yes, perfect.
I want to bring this up. I have a little bit of PTSD with that emote because I had somebody once just do like this, and I'm like, I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, oh, someone in the lobby wants to do that with me. Okay, cool. So then I do the dual emo with him, cancels it, and then leaves. Oh. I'm like, and the game just starts, so I can't do anything else back to that person.
We're gonna see Scorpions doing that. Scorpion be like, get over it.
And it just leaves, yeah, just like, or do like the L and then like run away or something, like that. Yeah, something like that.
That is the only. Oh
no! Alpha Link Way.
I made you do the L. I made you do the L.
That is the one annoying thing about Fortnite. It's a good and bad thing. Is now we're gonna see Sub-Zero doing all these cringe dances because that's just part of the territory.
No.
But I wanted to add one more thing. You showed the funny little Hatsune Miku murder thing, right? That reminds me of a funny clip years ago when they added Naruto characters and they're playing the Naruto theme in the background. He downs a guy, does the hand signs, and it syncs up perfectly with the music, then just summons a shotgun and blasts him away. The idea is like his ninjutsu summons the shotgun.
The memes from Fortnite with in-game gameplay footage is so funny. Like, one is Alien Predator. Predator's there, takes off his mask. Then as he's doing that to Raw, Xenomorph just goes... just blasts his ass. Or, of course, the iconic Batman in Crime Alley, standing over the chalk outlines of his parents, doing the default dance.
Oh! There are many ways you can do funny, and there's a lot of great edits and memes about this. One thing I actually,
Spider-Man doing his selfies in front of Uncle Ben's grave. In Amazing Spider-Man 2, just being like, yo, what's up, Uncle Ben?
The selfie in front of his grave.
Miles in front of his grave, like, sup, Uncle Ben.
The one thing I actually want to mention is, like, this would be great, but I actually do think there's going to be, like, more skins coming in the future. I think they can do two paths, essentially. The one path is the next couple of very obvious popular Mortal Kombat skins, like Liu Kang, Sonya, Johnny, Melina, Kitana. Or they could go with just more ninjas. Like, just keep on going, Reptile, Ermac, Smoke, and stuff like that.
Because that's one of the questions.
I would love for uncertain reasons.
Because one of the things is, because there is no actual gameplay to the individual characters, you can just have a character be a costume for someone else. So if they've put in UMK3 ninja costume, you could just have all the different colours for that character just built in, just as options. They could even do a reactive skin where he just is chameleon. That'd be very based.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Reactive skins are ones that like change over time and stuff like that, so you know. So there's plenty of options, but it remains to be seen. Are they going to be like, we're going to sell Reptile separately, or are they going to go, well, here's green Reptile with Sub-Zero? Because one thing that's been suggested is we've heard rumours that Scorpion's going to be the MK2 version, which then means, is that just that Scorpion and Sub-Zero are basically packages to contain MK2 and UMK3 ninja designs where you just get all the colours? Or would they go, well, Ermac, for example, would be his own character using a different design or something?
I feel like seeing Sub-Zero and Scorpion different here confirms me that they are all going to be different skins, but they're going to probably look like... I think they're all just going to be like the MK3 ninja suits. But that doesn't mean they can't, like, completely differentiate these characters yet, because they've done this before with some skins, too. Like, here's a good example. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle skins, like, if you look at them, they're all just kind of like the same base and the same model, but just some slight changes, but they're all still sold separately. And I feel like, like, the MK Ninjas might do something like that, which I wouldn't mind because I don't mind the classic skins, but wouldn't also mind having an original design for each of them.
I would accept it if they had unique emotes, at least, like Scorpion unmasks
and
himself.
Reptile, like,
unmasks himself. Sub-Zero goes ice. Maybe Reptile they play into the shapeshifter thing or something. Like, he's like.
Could I would honestly just I wouldn't mind just if he takes off the mask and looks like that. Like I think that's good enough for me. Honestly, just be like the MK2 MK3 Reptile. Hey, stuff like that.
But I want something that's unique to each character. Just. If they're going to do it that way, otherwise they should all be distinct models, which would be great if they're like, imagine if they're like, well, we're going to do a set of overall 12 MK characters, each one representing a different game in the franchise. They won't, but that'd be very cool.
Yeah. That would be cool. Like, people would complain, be like, why does MK get this much love in this game? You haven't had a new skin for whatever franchise. I guess Metal Gear, right? We only have one Metal. Well, technically he has a battle pass and then Raidon as a store skin, but you get what I mean.
We just tell him to shut the f up. We tell him to shut the f up.
It's funny. The funny thing is, though,
you know.
because there's also rumours that there's going to be an MGS3 collaboration. Well, another Metal Gear collaboration, but also be for MGS3 because the remake's coming out this year. So MGS3 Big Boss is the obvious thing to do. If they play into that, what MGS3 is, and be like, here's different camo patterns you just get with the character as part of the customization. If they put in Red Big Boss, I'll be like, I don't want to play with you anymore. Because it's me. I am the Red Big Boss. That's just me. That's just who I am. So
look at that. We're all getting something we really want in Fortnite. Like, it's actually like a dream come true. You got your Red Boss. I might get Reptile in the future. It's like, oh, holy shit, dude. It's like, Fortnite is where it's at, guys. I'm just saying, maybe we should transition into different types of YouTubers.
Oh, I to this day regret not transitioning to Marvel Rivals right away. Just clean swerve straight into it. Still making MK1 content, obviously, but just doing a lot of Marvel Rivals would have been the move. But
that you had to have catch on like December 1st, essentially last year. You had to been just like now. You may have been able to.
There was the beta going the whole time too. I didn't even know about. I think the only reason I gave any interest to Marvel Rivals was because they started showing Venom trailers, and I was like, oh, Venom, cool.
Venom.
Careful, we're gonna get struck. We're gonna get copyright struck. Snake, your voice is too golden. You're gonna get us claimed.
We do have to be careful, especially when we do the emotes in Fortnite. If we ever record a video, be like, oh, we can't sing this. We can't. What is it? All I Want for Christmas or something like that. Like for too long.
That's the perfect emote for Sub-Zero.
Just give that to. All I want for Christmas.
Also, don't forget, you can use these characters in the other modes, such as Festival mode, which is literally Rock Band. So you can have Sub-Zero and Scorpion in a band playing Barbie Girl. This is a thing you can do. Yeah. And you can also, you can also give Sub-Zero some very cute animal slippers.
That's true. That's true. You brought this up in your video too, but I actually do kind of want to see if they're ever gonna do Lego Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I think they are. I really do think so.
A lot of people are saying that it's the M-rated franchises and R-rated franchises that don't get that, like Aliens, Halo, Metal Gear, and apparently that's the consistent thing. But then I'm like, but there is literal Lego of Deadpool, so. I don't know.
I think it's the character design. So like the Xenomorph, Venom. That's like the M-rated stuff. I don't think there's like a character.
That's the thing.
Like a human-ish character.
I would say like Master Chief would make sense, not because Halo is with Mega Bloks, so I get why he wouldn't have a Lego one. But then TMNT, I'm pretty sure, is also with Mega Bloks, unless they also got Lego at some point. I'm not sure.
TMT did. I'm pretty sure. Did Master Chief get one? I don't know.
But then why would Snake and Raiden? There's nothing about their designs that would say, there's no actor likeness or anything that would say you can't use these characters like say with Ellen Ripley or Sarah Connor. So I don't know. Fingers crossed we will still get Lego Sub-Zero. I mean, it's literally just Lego Ninjago basically. I've made Lego Sub-Zero over here. Just do it.
Official Lego Sub-Zero. But yeah, so
look, that's cool.
Look forward to the Fortnite update, and look forward to seeing TrueUnderDawg
what do you think, Sonic?
Joining us.
What do you think, Sonic? 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 What do you think,
I think that's very cool. Is that also supposed to be? That's a cute reptile. I really like that.
With the Kirihashi blade. Arms. Yeah, Kirihashi blade from Deadly Alliance, and Smoke with his Karambit. Sub-Zero with his ice axe.
He worked very hard. He worked very hard from Nitaro to get that. That's awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I used Lego Ninjago for one of my memes on my poll page, the community post. I was like, have y'all found Floyd yet? And it's like, yes, is it actually a picture of him? And then for no, it's just Pink Ninjago.
Yes, because that's what he's called too. Yeah. But yeah, we will update you guys once we play with Mr. TrueUnderDawg here. Get him into this, help him up. We'll lube him into this game, basically.
We'll buy him some skins.
Now that there's no creator mode, I'll be fine. Yeah.
I'll buy some skins, dog. I'll buy you Batman or something.
I'm going to buy him Skibbity Toilet.
Oh yeah,
that did come back into the store recently. So if you want,
better hope that's not there anymore.
So if you want Skibbity Toilet on Sub-Zero's back, to imagine, Sub-Zero just when he's done fatality and someone, he just shoves it down the toilet and flushes it away. But the head comes back and says, "Ha, you can't get rid of me that easily, Sub-Zero." You can do that.
Joke's on you. I'm gonna play as a traffic cone lady. That's who I'm playing.
Oh yeah, she's coming in. There's like a meme that's like right now that's like when the Skibidi Toilet skin came out, it wasn't about like, oh, we hate this skin, we don't want to buy this. It's there's the threat that we can be gifted this now. Your friends can gift you the Skibidi Toilet. That's a threat.
Yeah, it's true.
That's been going around. But yeah, before we get into like the big topic, I'd like to bring up like the TrueUnderDawg update, which I wrote here, because if you guys aren't having fun listening to us like chit chat, if you think we're all too family friendly here, well, TrueUnderDawg recently went onto a more controversial podcast with his arch nemesis, Mike Hollow. And if you guys want to have an interesting, interesting debate between TrueUnderDawg and Mike Hollow and a lot of people in the audience, because it was a live stream, then go check that out. I actually think it was pretty great. I was surprised it went pretty great because I really thought you guys were just going to shit talk each other for 4 hours, but it was a lot of criticisms and talking points, about your video and all sorts of things. And I'm actually kind of happy you guys kind of buried the hatchet. Is that how you say the phrase? Like
it's
you guys
literally Scorpion Sub-Zero in MKX. Literally that. Exactly 100%.
Yes. With the tea and everything, and then Frost came in randomly and tried to ruin it. The whole exact lore, it played out just like that. My only regret was not doing it sooner, because I had an idea as how it would go, but I never did it until recently. Sorry?
That's literally like saying, yeah, you and Mike, you were just talking, trying to make peace, and then like Mike's fans just come storming in, going, underdog, loser, get out of here. And then he's like freezes them out. He's like, no, we will have peace.
What's even funny is in that live stream, it was half with my call and TrueUnderDawg, and it was half just audience members coming to Discord and chatting with TrueUnderDawg about situations. I find one of them very interesting. I never knew that people accused you of when you got hacked that you got it fixed by NRS. I'm like, huh?
What?
That is
a funny one.
Yes, apparently that's a rumor.
That theory requires literally zero research to believe. Like, you would have to do literally not a single bit of like studying on that to believe it, because you would see my begging on Twitter, like, hey, Twitter, I'm banned. Can you fix this? Like, my account got hacked. Help. And then after that, hey, YouTube, you deleted my channel because of the violations made by the hacker, not me. Can I get my channel back? None of that is me talking to NetherRealm. Like, it's so goofy how people come up with these theories. And thankfully, aside from that one guy just giving fun theories, nobody was rude in the fan invite. So I guess it just shows to show that the really mean people will never talk to you. The really mean people aren't going to show their face. Like, they're just not going to do it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I also like that one guy who just absolutely like loves Cassie Cage and wants her back. That was such a funny guy in your conversation.
That guy was funny. Yeah.
Now, I do want to bring up one very important thing. And this is also important for you, Snake, because the two of us, Snake and I, we were mentioned in the podcast quite a few times, actually. But there was a specific point that I have to bring up because my jaw kind of dropped to the ground when I heard this. It was when you guys were talking about does Mortal Kombat 1 have enough content? I personally actually kind of wish my call went harder on you on that topic, because I agree with you. Basically, it's just like, the question isn't if it has enough content. The question is, do you guys like the content? Do you guys? It's not, people don't like invasions. But that is technically a lot of content.
Skins. There's a lot of skins, but how many of them do people actually fucking use? Like maybe 20% at most.
But I mean,
it depends on also what you consider content, right? Because MK11, if you consider the costumes and gear pieces content, or you value them very highly as content, then you'd love that. But for me personally, I'd rather have more modes and stuff to play. I'd rather have reasons to play the character and unlock stuff. In MK11, you just get the outfits, and for a long time, it didn't tell you how to get them. They're like question marks, and it's like, how do I get this outfit? This is so stupid. Or you're forced to play modes you didn't like. It feels way more straightforward in MK1, where it's like, play invasion mode. You will either find them in a chest, or you will earn currency, and then you can buy them. I just prefer that, personally. But sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also because like I think the good way to put it is the issue isn't about content. You have to talk about the specific, because I keep one of the criticisms is Mortal Kombat 1 doesn't have content. It's like, well, it does have a lot, especially when you compare it to other games. Because even recently, I heard on a podcast people are complaining about Street Fighter not having enough palettes per character. Be like, I just want more palettes for like even just palettes, not even skins, just palettes for the characters. But they just keep doing avatar skins instead. And it's like, yeah, in Mortal Kombat there's like hundreds of palettes for like a character. Now, again, that doesn't matter too much, but that is content, technically speaking. So I do think we need to like specify the complaint a bit more, just like what we don't like and stuff. But now here's the thing. Here's the part where we are brought up, Snake, because Dog, you say the problem isn't with the content. The problem is like people don't like invasions mode and stuff like that. But that is like another mode that's brought up. I have two of my friends, the hosts on Combat Kings, and let me bring up what exactly you said on that episode.
Have we been slandered, Sonic?
Snake, let me tell you what he said. He says so like they hate Mortal Kombat 1. They make a lot of content talking about how much they don't like this game, but they spend hours and hours and hours in invasion modes, and I quote, they're genuinely enjoying invasions. They like to grind it. They like the unlocks. They like the free stuff.
Enjoying?
Is that not why you're playing it, for the free stuff?
Let me. By the way, just so you guys know,
okay,
the live stream you did with Mike Hollow happened after our Floyd episode. After the Force Snake poured his heart out talking about how much he hates Mortal Kombat 1 because of a specific character trials in the invasions mode.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say anything rude here, but I still find it very funny that Snake was stuck on that. I just can't comprehend it, but that's just me.
I mean, I did beat that in 10 minutes, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is,
I get it. It
when
does
the
suck
fuck
having
did you
to.
get the impressions we liked invasions mode?
Well, you can't utterly despise it, or you wouldn't play it at all. There has to be some bit of enjoy you're getting out of it. I'm just saying.
I mean, for me, it's something to do to grind. It's something to do to grind out the character's mastery, and also to go and get the new costumes, because this season they had some actually good costumes in there.
Yes,
but the actual process of playing invasions is not fun, dog.
Yeah,
at all.
Okay. You didn't like it a couple seasons ago when it didn't have all the nonsense, like being forced to do a certain challenge for the keys and stuff.
It's not fun still. It's just more easy now, so I appreciate that, but that's not fun.
It was getting better, and I was somewhat enjoying it, but that was months ago. They've ruined it since.
Okay, I have a quick random question that just popped in my head then. So how is it any different from MK11? Like having to grind the Towers of Time?
Because you could have an AI do it.
Okay, but that's fucked up though, because that's just a cop out.
How is it a cop out?
That's garbage.
I don't.
A game should not require an AI to be fun. So it still sucked though. It equally sucked. We're saying pretty much.
Oh yeah, for
so MK11 still has dog shit content then, because it still sucked.
Yeah,
you just use an AI to do it.
I've never argued.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out.
We're not arguing about that at all.
Literally, the only thing that makes Towers of Time bearable was the fact that you could just let the AI do it. Sometimes you have to step in because the AI was just dumb and wouldn't play the game right. So sometimes you'd step in or you bring in a certain consumable. But it also has just different changes they've made to it. The tower consumables are done completely differently now, and it's just way worse. But I'd say this mode is, in terms of how the game plays, it's worse. But both are dog shit. There's no question. Just that one's dry dog shit, one's sloppy, smelly dog shit out of a diarrhea anus.
Yep. I like to mention this because you're saying how could you spend hours in this if you don't enjoy this? Maybe I do enjoy I always tell you guys how much I enjoy. I said the first time I played Invasions, I enjoyed it 15% out of everything essentially, like a podcast game and whatnot. The thing is, why I spend so much time in Invasions, why I spend hours on it is just to get the skins. I am not here to have fun. I'm doing this because of an obligation. It is my job. I am only doing it just to get these skins for my videos. That's it. I'm not here to have. That's not because I'm enjoying the mode. Genuinely.
Yo, Sonic, are you telling me you didn't grind out all those reptile palettes in Combat League because you enjoy Combat League? Are you saying you did it out of obligation because it's your job and you're the reptile guy? Is that what you're telling me, Sonic?
To be fair, I spent more time in Combat League than Invasions that season, so I was just kind of I used that as a break after. Oh, that's so stressful in Combat League. I'm gonna play some Invasion just to de-stress. Oh, look, reptile palettes, yay!
That's just Mortal Kombat's curse, I guess, huh? Well, 1 second. Stay on that thought. Hold that thought, because that's kind of like Mortal Kombat's curse, isn't it? Because even Combat League, I made multiple polls about this in MK11 because I was trying to prove that people only play Combat League because it unlocks stuff. They were genuinely not enjoying it, even in MK11. And then you have other games like Street Fighter and Tekken where people are just playing ranked because they are genuinely having a fun time and don't mind if they lose or get bodied. Yeah, they'll meme about it. But it's the MK community that for some reason needs the apple dangled in front of a stick or something to make them actually play the regular modes. And it's just kind of an interesting thought.
Because, dog, those other games are fun to play by themselves.
You say that, but I bet you have less than 10 hours in it.
No, I say that because that is a popular opinion that these current games are not as fun. I know you enjoy it. That's perfectly valid.
Yeah.
So for you, that's why the difference in our perspective is you're like, why do people need this thing? Need something? What's the right word? Incentive.
Reward.
To play
incentive.
it. It's really fun because you enjoy it. They don't. Whereas with these other games, I feel like the most of the people who play them, who talk about them, are just the ones who do genuinely enjoy it.
Yes, I guess I should add on to that and say that for nowadays, everyone says MK11 was the GOAT, like best game ever. But even back then, they were still hating on it. So it really is just that funny symptom, isn't it? Where when the new fighting game comes out, people immediately say, "Oh man, previous one was better," and it's like it's night and day. It happens every time. Even with Street Fighter 6, you had like the first couple of months, people were like, "Ah, I hate the drive system. Street Fighter 5 did it better." And that was hilarious to me because that game was hated for like years, and then finally got good towards the end. And now people have these rose-tinted glasses. Same thing with MK11 though. MK11 started out super limiting, and then finally added a bunch of stuff later on that made it fun.
Around the end, yeah. What's really interesting is actually I do remember one of the rare TrueUnderDawg actually did age well videos he made a long time ago. You just said, "What's the most hated Mortal Kombat game?" And you just said the newest one. Doesn't matter what it is, it's always going to be the most hated, the newest one. And I'm like, that was before Mortal Kombat 1 even came out. So I'm like, well, guess you kind of had an interesting point there. I would like to also point out here, by the way, because you brought up an interesting point. In the podcast, you also said, it's like, you said, and I quote, "They hate on the rank." in the podcast. I don't hate Combat League when I played it, like for the brief moments I did it. I played it for 2 seasons, and it's more just like I just didn't want to commit too much time like getting good at the game. That's why I wouldn't. But if I tried to, I feel like I would kind of enjoy Mortal Kombat 1 and stuff. But I had fun for like the hundreds of matches I did play for the video specifically to unlock Reptile. And yes, I did do that specifically just to get Reptile's palette, but I still felt like it'd be a fun video to try and get good and stuff. Ironically, when I played Tekken to get to Red Rank, I did do that just for fun without even any incentive. But I will say, incentive is always like one of the good drives. Like at Marvel Rivals, I just got to gold recently just to get Invisible Woman's like palette. Essentially, it's like, yeah, I'm gold, and my friend's like, don't you want to get the platinum and diamond? I'm like, no, I just want Invisible Woman's skin. Okay, and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, Dog's definitely right to say that the current one is the most hated. 'Cause, I mean, and I feel like in the same way, the last one becomes the most beloved. Because MK9 was like the most beloved for the longest time. And I remember people being like, "Oh, MKX is very drab, and like the new characters are all terrible, and like it has
50-50 sucks.
It has running
the new
in
characters
it.
are terrible.
The variation
Why is Goro
system's
small?
terrible.
What the fuck? Goro looks like a pussy in this game.
People just hated on X. But then once 11 was out, now suddenly X is like, oh yeah, X is like the primo one.
Best game
There's still a lot of
ever.
people who will still always default to MK9, but suddenly everyone's opinion on X changes, and it's suddenly this amazing game. And I get it, I've mellowed out on X a lot as well, but like
I'm excited to get good at X.
And then 11 came out, and so X was suddenly like a really good one, and now people go back to MK11 is so much better than the new one. It's hard to imagine right now, mainly because like this game has so many problems. When the next game comes out, people are going to go, this game, like we're going to have a tag mode, and then people are going to go, oh, tag, I can't keep up with tag mode. It was so much simpler when it was cameo system, where you just had like a character who could jump in occasionally. It was so much simpler, so much more fun. Like that game was so much better, and Invasions was so much better than insert new mode here. Oh, it was so much better back then. And then
shit!
And then if those people like traveled through time to today, people today will go, what the fuck are you talking about? You are insane. This game's terrible. And it's the same with if the people today went back in time like 5 years to MK11. It's like, they're like, the best one. Yeah. What?
Gentlemen, I think that's quite enough discussion about this, because I think we've kind of gotten our points across for this. So yeah, if you guys want to have a fun time, like listening to some, if you guys hate TrueUnderDawg, I do recommend checking out this podcast.
Hell yeah!
Because I think he's got.
I hate watched it myself because I hate me.
I think there's some interesting points you guys can look at and whatnot. And he didn't spoil about it, but there is definitely someone that shows up on there that's like a more controversial figure. So that's an interesting like point you could go check out. But yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty good live stream that happened. Now here's the thing though, Sting, I'll let you finish, but then you gotta let me say something immediately.
Yeah, I'm just baffled, Sonic, because you're like, yo, if you hate TrueUnderDawg, I'm like, why are you here then?
Hey, you never know. Hey, sometimes some people will clip out. Someday we're gonna be clipped out of context, and then it's gonna be like, TrueUnderDawg said this, and it's gonna be like, oh, finally, I watched through 50 episodes of Combat Kings to get the point. TrueUnderDawg, you said you don't like, I don't know, Homecoming. Oh no, you said that shit. Oh my gosh.
I will die on that hill, but I see what you mean. I want to apologize real quick for slandering you and Snake. I genuinely did think you must like Invasions to play it for so much, and you always talked about it on the podcast, so I thought you did like it. But
yeah, we talked about how much we
shit on
hated
it. It's really fun to shit on it, you know. I felt like we've been shitting on it for like an entire year, and your conclusion of it is you guys must like Invasions. It's very interesting.
I wonder if simply adding co-op would have like helped it. Like you and a friend can play it together. I don't know. Maybe that'd make it more fun because it wouldn't be so frustrating.
Okay, so in the middle of recording this episode, they just released the Fortnite trailer.
Fudge.
Live reaction.
Would you guys
live
like to watch
reaction. Pog.
live reaction. I'll send it
I just
right
feel
here.
dumb
Basically,
because my video's gonna go live in like 2 hours and now it's out of date. Shit.
Okay. So let's watch this trailer together, like on the count of like 3 or something. Do you guys have all ready? Basically.
Yeah. Some people are going to look at this and go, "Wait, why is it called? Why is it, lawless? Like, what? And then people like F in the front of it, flawless. Ah, Sub-Zero. That's why Sub-Zero.
Okay. Anyways, you guys ready? So count to 3.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, click. Lawless.
Just like in Suicide Squad.
Oh, a bank. Here we go. Sub-Zero robs banks all the time. Deal with it. You gotta deal with it. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Is there a music
they're
video
rapping.
going on here?
Yep, apparently.
There she is, Edelgard.
There she is, Edelgard.
Edelgard at home.
Yeah, traffic cone lady. You won't go any further.
Traffic
That's
cone
me.
lady's gonna have a 2D style too, I see. Oh, they're all stealing the money.
How are they going to make Sub-Zero look really fucking badass? Go, it's my
He'll
money.
be at the end. He'll be at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, llama.
Everyone's like dying or something. I find this very funny. We're showing off the new Battle Pass characters. Oh, here's gameplay.
Imagine they actually
Grind
don't show
rails,
Sub-Zero
yeah.
until the end.
Sonic Adventure 2, here we go.
Yeah.
Grind, yeah, looks fun.
Oh, creation.
Oh, building, cringe.
They're actually building. People are actually building still in this game, apparently. People are
There's
still building.
Midas.
Yep, Midas with the gold.
There he
I
is!
don't know who that was.
Sub-Zero,
There we go.
Oh! He did a little thing there.
Oh, that's
Very
it.
short, very
That's
short.
it. That's
So you got
all
less time
Sub-Zero
than traffic
gets.
cone lady.
I'm sure we'll have more. We'll see.
Okay.
Edelgard. Oh my gosh, she does have the color palette of Edelgard. It's really funny.
She's in Bison.
There's my medallions. Oh my gosh, that creepy possum.
The rat. Oh, the
Is that
possum.
Weasel from Suicide Squad, the movie?
It's either a weasel or a rat. We're not sure.
Oh,
Is that Snoop Dogg? Oh no, I think that's a new
Oh,
skin.
he
'cause Snoop Dogg
animates
also had the
too.
It was a
Doberman skin,
dog.
too. Oh, that's the new villain or something.
the furry.
It's the wolf that's like the alpha meme basically.
Sub-Zero's barely in that.
Yeah, that's
I
all
know.
we got. Wow.
We got crumbs. Let's go. MK fans got crumbs. Let's go.
Man, that's kind of embarrassing because Sub-Zero should be like the big thing, and I think they
Yeah.
know that, but they still gave him like less
No,
time
no,
than
no,
most
no,
people.
no, no. Every collab like skin usually just has like a like
Yeah,
they got
but
Ahsoka.
Okay.
considering it's the
Optimus Prime.
only one this season. Now, it's worth noting, if you pay attention, we can actually see what the gloves he's going to wear look like,
Yes,
Yeah.
the mythic.
which don't seem to actually be any MK-specific gloves. It's just
It
a
just
made-up
gloves seems
thing.
like it.
It's a shame it's not like ice arms. That would have been really cool.
Oh shit, his like ability is ice spear. I didn't notice that, but it's like the ice spear.
comes out
which
the
is
last
kinda
Oh yeah,
similar, like,
slide
the
and,
other one.
and like stab with the spear. So it's similar to what he does in 1.
Yeah.
Well, imagine he throws the spear because a lot of these ultimates I've seen or like these special abilities in Fortnite are like projectile type moves because you don't want to like melee most of the
Well,
time.
a
Even
lot-
Deku
Oh yeah,
like throws his punch somehow.
the purple.
Yeah, well, a lot of them.
I am the honored one.
There's quite a few that aren't like the most recently had like swords where you're basically doing like Virgil like dash slash forward, but like,
Yes.
you don't throw it or do sword beams or anything. So it might just be thrusting with a spear. I mean, if he was going to throw it, he'd be like throwing it as opposed to just like doing that. I mean, who throws like that with a spear?
I'm
you
just
know?
saying, I wouldn't be shocked if it turns out to be a projectile of some kind.
I mean, you
'cause-
it might have both. You never know.
I think they've confirmed it's an uppercut, so it's like you're gonna be like hit up there, or maybe he'll do
Oh,
something
cool.
with you or something.
And then Scorpion can pull you back down. I really thought the gameplay was going to show Scorpion. I really did.
Yep. We are not the main demographic, unfortunately, but we got crumbs, guys. We got crumbs.
Ideally, they would be like, okay, Ed Boon, MK, Twitter, please, you could put out a trailer showing Scorpion and Sub-Zero duking it out to promote it. I don't think they do that with stuff, but they should. They really should emphasize here's the cool shit we're adding to the game.
Okay, you want to hear some good news but bad news at the same time?
Go for it.
I think we are going to get a dedicated Mortal Kombat trailer for Fortnite when Sub-Zero gets unlocked 2 months from now.
So what you're telling me is, in 2 months from now, we're going to see TrueUnderDawg make his first Fortnite video analyzing the trailer. Is that what you're telling me?
He's already going to do that in the next couple hours, right? Didn't you say that, Dog?
Well, there's not really a point because I already covered all the Fortnite talking points. All I would have to add is just, he does a slide in the trailer. Oh, and the way he walks down that alleyway is a clear reference to the MK 2021 because he's walking down that dark alley and it's raining. So it's clearly a little reference to that, but otherwise, what is there to talk about?
But no, what I mean is you already made the video. Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
The video's going live.
At noon today, it goes live. Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry. I thought you meant
Let's go!
He's going to
talk about Fortnite.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. I talk about how funny it's going to be because I say Jax, I know Snake said this too, but Jax and Sonya would have been way more fitting because they actually wield guns and a lot of the, content that they're from. Whereas now it's going to be really funny seeing Scorpion and Sub-Zero with the Glock or with the sniper rifle doing 360 no-scope.
I'm sorry to say that Sub-Zero and Scorpion are going to sail more than the cameo fighters. Oh! I can't believe I said that.
I have already played a Scorpion with a gun. I played Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy, where you could play as a Deadly Light Scorpion with a pistol and a machine gun and psychic powers. I've done
That's true.
Hey-o.
There you go.
That's why Raiden needs. That's why Raiden needs to make it in because, in Overwatch Championship 2, he just jumps in and goes, "You fight like Johnny Cage."
But you cut me off before my punchline. I was going to say that it's not anything out of the ordinary for Fortnite to add characters that never use guns, and they still use guns because it's Fortnite, and it's very funny.
Yeah, like Batman.
My favorite example is Leatherface because they added freaking Bubba from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and my buddies and I play that Texas Chainsaw Massacre game all the time as the killers. And there's always that annoying moment of no, they're going to get away. And Bubba's the fastest runner. So you send Bubba after him with the chainsaw to try to get him before they escape. But now I get this picture of being no, Bubba, they're getting away. No, they're not. Scopes in, just snipes their ass.
or even better, he takes one of the Fortnite collaboration weapons, like Sub-Zero's ice arms, or it's just I'll get him, throws Captain America's shield, cut to Chris Evans on his phone. What the shit?
Yeah, what the shit? Cut to Goku's Kamehameha. Kame.
Mate. Bubba, they got away. They got away while you're charging up. You fool.
It's a really slow ultimate, but it is really fun just to be blasting people. I made this meme just then, but they added this into Fortnite. I'm like, it's the Alpha Wolf. Oh my gosh.
Big thonk. Big thonk.
But yeah, so that was a fun, unexpected little trailer. We actually wanted to record an episode when the trailer drops, but they were like, "Nah, let's record one now." So that's a fun surprise we got there. Just a little teaser. Little. Also, I just said they're gonna make a dedicated Mortal Kombat trailer because they did that for when Godzilla shows up on the map.
Oh, okay.
Right? They made another 30-second trailer for Godzilla's on the map now. You can play as him. They did another trailer. So I feel like they're gonna do that for MK.
How cool would it be?
Sub-Zero Scorpion themed.
It could be so cool if it's the Fortnite guys are doing their thing and then Sub-Zero walks in and they make him look super intimidating, like in the 2021 movie. So how can we stop this guy? He's freezing us all, beating us all. Oh no, and then suddenly, get over here! Scorpion's in there, and he's gonna defend them, and then Katana, Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, whoever else walks in.
Maybe so many characters, Snake.
Maybe throw in some Fortnite originals who look like MK characters to join him, and then to join either character, and then run at each other like in Civil War. They could do the hypest shit they won't, but it'd be so cool if they did.
I think they do that sometimes, just making skins that look kind of similar to what they would be in the universe. For example, there's those ninja skins that's one singular color, and they just made let me see if I can find it. Just very basic. I think they've done this making fitting skins with the characters and stuff like that. Hang on. I'm trying to find it here. Shoot, I can't find it. It's not the one I want. But basically, shoot, this conversation can continue until I find this. Okay, I found it. Here we go. So there are these like ninja characters essentially, and they're just original characters from the Fortnite, and they colored them purple, and they just use them as little minions. They use them as the Foot Clan when in the TMNT trailer.
So we could get Lin Kuei versus Shiryu. You saying?
Oh, just make these ninjas into blue and in yellow, yeah, and just be like, oh, Shiryu, Lin Kuei. They could, pretty easy.
See, I think depending on how much control you have when it comes to like NPC placements in like the creative modes, imagine making that kind of thing. And it's like, here's Sub-Zero NPC with his army of blue ninjas and Scorpion with his yellow, and you're there just showing up with like rocking up with the 12 gauge to take part.
Now the more I think about it, the more like it's not impossible to have like a third MK skin, because like look at the Godzilla skin. It was like Godzilla's in the battle pass, but then Mecha Godzilla and King Kong were in the shop. So it's
I have,
and people didn't know about that until recently.
Yeah, I have been told. I've been told by someone, I won't say who, that supposedly there is going to be a third character. They've said who it is. I don't know what their source on that is, but I hear what character it is, and I'm like, yeah, I can absolutely believe that character would make it in.
It's like,
but again,
if they wanted to go all the ninjas,
leaks, so I don't know
ninjas.
if I should talk about it. So I don't want to get that.
They want to just have the third ninja really easily. We got the models done. I'm just saying.
It's true.
Sorry, I was keep interrupting.
That's the thing. Like MK, it's so easy to do MK like bunch of characters. Here's a classic ninja outfit, male, female, or cyber, and then you just do recolors to put everyone in there. Because that's what MK's been doing for a decade plus for the DLC costumes. Yep. So like Fortnite could just use MK in the same way.
True.
But then the question is, does Fortnite have integrity?
It's really unbalanced at this point. But yeah, so we got through all the news in 90 minutes. Nice. It didn't take too long. Pretty happy about that. Did you guys actually? Oh, are you okay, Snake? Do you guys actually kind of want to like consider splitting this episode into two? Just release this part first, and then the second half, like into.
Depends how long it takes. We gotta see how long it takes. I will say,
as long as we don't like release it 2 weeks apart, as long as we don't, it's not going to be two separate episodes. Just episode part 1, part 2. Because I don't want to have to wait 4 weeks to record again. I don't want to go back to that era. I just can't.
You could always make this one video and then release the second half also in its own video and just title it something appropriate, like we discussed the top 10 Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But like
about a week, maybe a week from now, basically.
I didn't say 2 separate videos. I just said this video is full, but then a week later you can have just that segment by itself, because I don't think everyone watches the full video. So they may never have seen that.
I don't know about that. That's kind of a re-upload, in my opinion, at least. I think the discussion is more fun. I would like to single out it and put it on my own channel as like a very highly edited like video, if it's really fun. But anyways, like I'm saying, we're gonna get into the top 10 topics after we take a short pee break, basically. Yes. So it's like we can all get ready.
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. God, that meme is so funny.
Absolutely. Let me do the
recording. The meme is so funny that my girlfriend actually got me a shirt of Wolverine just for that, because she saw me watching those memes.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Something is not
I think we know who Snake's favorite character is. Hell yeah.
Get over here. I'm playing as Scorpion from Fortnite Battle Royale. Look at me.
Oh, wow. Nice. Give me just a couple more minutes. I need to set some things up.
Here. This means we're gonna have a new generation of kids who think that these characters started in Fortnite.
Oh, I rather that than M1K. Is that the Iron Giant from Multiverses?
But the thing is, you say that about that, a generation of kids. It's like, yeah, they're called the Japanese. Because they can't get the games over there.
Oh, true. Now they can. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so like
it's always been funny to me because like there's a lot of violent like anime and stuff, but they allow. We talked about that on the podcast with Mike Hollow actually. Like why?
I think it's the interactive part is what it is.
Okay.
I think that's Arnie's thing is like because you can be so violent as a, which is still weird because like he's in the Predator game where like you can still like rip people's heads off as the Predator. So I don't know what this guy's fucking deal is. He's kind of a weirdo, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. My
My
favorite meme of that is the guy that sets the meme up perfectly, and he has all the enemy team in front of him. And he plays the music and just does his dive attack and misses completely and falls off the map, but still commits to the meme. So she'll like the wolf tearing the shirt off and everything, all that. Nice. He died. I love that.
I think this will work
Oh,
now.
Living,
Hey, for some
hanging
reason.
on
I
air.
do have a really funny image I want to send because you talk about that meme. What the frick is?
Maybe 6 feet.
Fine.
These Sonic things from McDonald's just baffle me. Because like, so I've got Sonic and I've got Supersonic. Supersonic doesn't have his face on here. I guess to keep it a secret that Supersonic's in the movie or whatever. But like,
Yes.
but then I'm just confused by it. Why are the two different Knuckles boxes? Like, it's the same Knuckles, the different boxes.
Yeah.
Different colours and everything. Like, what is you guys doing? Why would
What
you?
is you guys
Why
doing?
would you make two different Knuckles boxes for this McDonald's collaboration and not put Knuckles' shoes in Fortnite? Like, come on, guys.
We're just gonna have to
Because we'll
wait
never
for the fourth movie.
Oh,
Okay, I found the image I wanted to send, so here you go, Doug.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I hear Maroon 5?
He's going after Doctor Strange. I love the meme when someone said, "I'll never stop laughing at how Wolverine is an unironically good matchup against Magneto, because it should be the opposite."
Yeah. Hey, you know, game balancing, gotta do it like that.
Yeah, and it's mainly because Magneto's shield doesn't work on melee.
His shift doesn't work on melee, but his little shield bubble around him does.
His little bubble is garbage, though. It goes away in like 2 seconds. Like
I mean, in that 2 seconds, you're pretty invincible. It's pretty good in that case.
yeah, it's really good if you team up with certain people. That's what I find funny is people are now complaining that these lazy Scarlet Witch players are now complaining like, oh, I never get my ult off because everyone kills me before it goes off. And it's like, yeah, you have to actually coordinate with your teammates with that one because it's such a good instant kill cheapo move. But if you have Magneto on your team, he can legit put the bubble on you, and like they can't kill you for those 2 seconds. Like it's nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's really good. Yeah.
And Magneto has a team up with Scarlet Witch that allows him to use the sword, which is
The
which is,
fucking
like, really
sword.
good.
Yeah, it's so funny. He just becomes a melee character for like 20 seconds.
It's strong too. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Magneto damage? What?